Very stars. Keyblade that balanced boosts strength and magic. So Enchanted Domain is done, and I think we're going to be going towards... Oh, interesting. Keyblade Graveyard. I assume we're following Ventus there, and chances are we're probably going to be fighting him. And he's not a hard boss, he's just not very fun to fight. Like Maleficent then, the only problem with that fight I have is the electricity move that I'm not very good at dodging. Aside from that, I can get a really good pattern on her. And if I could somehow make her come to the middle and do that force field attack instead of the electricity, you could ruin her really quickly, but I can't. And that's the problem. This boss coming up, if it is a boss, I can't really remember. I need to swap Keyblades. Is just... Oh, he's not very fun. Ooh. So that's for physical. It's for magic. I'm going to go with this, because as much as we're using magic, I want to be quite physical with Ventus. I'm going to try and give him some air combos and additional combo options when we start really upgrading things. Because I did magic with Aqua, and it's fun, but it's a bit impersonal. Oh, I'm getting tangled in cables, guys. It's not good. I don't really have the right moves on for this guy, but we'll see how he fights. If it's the same as every time, we should be okay. Yeah, it is. Bait the attacks, and then punish. Bait the attacks. Oh, not Magnet. Oh, Magnet works. Magnet does work. Interesting. I did not know that. Or did I? You need to be careful for his counter. He does this... It's kind of like Greninja. You know how Greninja turns into a log and then he counters you? He does that. See that? Normally I only hit this dude twice and it stops him from really doing it, but I'm going to try and Aurora him again if I can, because it seems really useful. Swing, bitch. Oh, he dodged it. And lock-on broke. Ow. He does that a lot. The lock-on just breaks. And the whole point of a lock-on to me is that it doesn't fucking break unless I tell it to. So, see that as well? He got an iframe in his attack. So when I went to punish, I got nothing because he was still invincible. You know, all those iframes that we get in our roll, he gets when he swings, which is kind of bullshitty if you ask me. Oh, interesting. Did I just die? Are you meant to die here? Ventus Mickey. So these are going to be some of the tougher fights in the game, because the fight is not very good. It's not very good for a few reasons, but I'm not going to go into it because he's probably going to kill me. And it means I have to needlessly repeat myself, which I'd like to avoid if I can. Well, we got him up at least, but we took a hit doing it. Thank you, camera, this is fantastic. Again. Didn't even disappear that time and the camera was still bad. You don't really want to counter this guy too much, because your counter's not omnidirectional, so if you go for the one where he teleports, he'll hit you from behind with that move. We got the poison, which is good. Again with a fucking shit camera. Did you notice how that hit then was delayed? If you're wondering why, it's because he gets iframes when he recovers on that move. I don't know why. It's such a terrible idea. That was a bad idea for me. I did not think he was going to do that. Sorry about the sound, guys, but what can I do? I'm not bloody D-linking. Waste of fucking time D-linking. Oh, he'd have killed me then if he'd have countered me. That's what we want. It's not what we got though.
Too slow. Too slow.
Actually hit him. Didn't think it would. Oh no! Iframe. Wow. He gave me one. Perfect placement on that. Can't get mad at it at all. Can get mad at that lock on though, because it's just not fucking working. Is Mickey dying? What is Mickey doing? Oh, this move. Okay, that'll work. Does it hurt him at all? Can I move it? Does it do anything? Except nearly get me killed on the fucking recovery phase of it. But there is Ventus. I'm going to talk about him in the next video because he killed me like 4 times then, and you're not going to see that, where I explained how I feel about him, what I think that fight is, so on, etc. Right guys, there's a lot to talk about what just happened. As I mentioned, a lot of it was lost thanks to Ventus being a bitch. But at the beginning of that fight, you have an opportunity to beat him one-on-one when it's easier. And it's easier, but it's harder. And that sounds like a contradiction in terms, but it's not. What I mean by this is, Mickey complicates the fight. On your own, one-on-one, Ventus is still a tricky fight, but is more easy to manage. However, if you get hit twice in that fight, it forces you to the next one, which is the one you're going to see in this walkthrough. The thing with Ventus is simple. If you have the abilities that really damage him, you don't have to be too accurate, you can be super patient, super lame, and you can just keep your distance and punish him. However, if you are a little more aggressive and you're initiating on him more, like I was in my attempts on this walkthrough, he counters a lot more often. And the counter he does is random. Sometimes it'll enable you to do your setups, sometimes it won't. If you commit to a hit that you don't know is confirmed, and he does the counter, you will get hit every time. When he does that 2 to 3 times, you're dead. And it can happen so easily because it's quite a long fight. Additionally, if you do dodge his counter, and you immediately go to counter-attack, he gets invulnerability frames, which will mean your attack will miss, and then he will hit you, and counter-hit you. And that can often lead to just killing you, or to setting you up into a bigger combo, or to just really pissing you off, which is what he does to me. So Ventus is, for all intents and purposes, a very simple boss, made even more simpler if you have things like Ignite and Poison and more powerful spells than I do. But if you fight him aggressively, you can get caught by a lot of those things. And you're going to see him again. Hopefully we'll be able to study him a little bit further, but I really don't agree with it, and it has a lock-on problem too, where whenever he teleports it breaks your lock, which does make sense, but there are times when he doesn't teleport and it still breaks your lock-on. And without lock-on on this game, you don't know where you are, the camera goes all over the place, and you will immediately take a hit off screen. It's how it always works. And then combine Mickey can attack Ventus, and Ventus will counter and attack you instead. So you'll be committing to doing a move at a distance, like firing a spell, and Ventus will just land on top of you and do a big hit. And things like that. So it can be complicated. However, if you're not doing it level 1, you don't have to worry about too much of the nuance. You can always just go and farm a little bit, get more powerful commands, and then just romp him. However, I don't want to do that in these because they're meant to be walkthroughs. This one's a little bit more, casual, a little bit more less strict, shall we say, than what the other two will be. But this is Radiant Garden. Let's check it out. I just pressed X for some reason.